Hello, YouTube, and Merry Christmas. But it might be Christmas. Might be Christmas, but Thursday card reveals happen nonetheless. Thursday streams happen nonetheless. So let's talk about it. Today we have the start of our DZ-BT13 reveals. We're getting some Dark States Legacy support, 2 cards for Crowind and a card for Greedon. Let's get into it. Um, so, uh, let us start with the common. Give me a moment. Silly me, forgot to change scenes. Okay, so grade 1, common. Um, this is Gearwolf of Mobile Conversion. So in the drop zone, you can return a face-up for its cost. You may return a face-up grade 4 from your damage zone back to the bottom of your deck. Put the top card of your deck into the damage zone and bind this card. This would be a really good secondary effect on a card with a real first effect. But as the only effect on a card, I don't think this is something that you're going to play. Like, this is an effect that the Crowind deck would really appreciate having access to. But like, as in the form it's been given to us, it's just not good enough. It really needed another effect attached to this card for this to be any good. All right, and then we have the triple rare. So there's a lot going on with this card. Um, so this is Collapsing Dust Drill Colossus. So 3 effects. First, when it enters rear, if you can either reveal grade 3 Gear Dragon from your ride deck, or if you already have a grade 3 or greater Gear Dragon Vanguard, you can counterblast 1, draw a card, and if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, it gets power plus 5k. So this gives you some early game, which is very much appreciated. Some on-play draw power is pretty nice. Notably, this works with Jet. Every part of this card actually does work with Jet. I think the second effect might not, but like that's about it, which is pretty cool. A lot of the last wave of Crowind support just did not work with Jet at all. So it's cool that this guy is like fits in with Jet a bit more. Then when it's placed on Guardian Circle from hand and you have a Gear Dragon Vanguard, you choose and return up to 1 Dark States from your bind zone back to the bottom of your deck. If you did, you either Energy Blast 3 or Soul Blast 1 card with the same name as your Vanguard. For each of the chosen unit's grade, this unit gets shield plus 5,000 during this battle. So this is a really cool card. I'm not sure exactly how well it'll slot into this is a really cool effect. I'm not sure how well the grade math will line up here with what Crowind wants to be doing, because they didn't really, this support wave doesn't really have any ways of speeding up your binding. So we'll see. And I don't think Jet has any real way of using this effect. If it does, and I'm forgetting some way of binding in Jet, then obviously this is going to be very good there, because there's no drawback to using this effect like there is in Crowind, and it's just a big shield. In the late game that you're not super likely to get to, but like this is able to be a 25k shield by spinning back at grade 4, which is super awesome, while also letting you spin back the grade 4s. Just very, very awesome. Very cool card. And then its third effect is when it's placed into deck or bind. So this works with Time Leap, just Time Leap stuff, as well as the bind stuff that Crowind does. From Rearguard Circle, buy a card ability, and you have a Vanguard with Gear Dragon in its race. The Gear Dragon race. You choose one of your rears. During this turn, the next time you pay the cost for that unit's ability, you reduce it by counterblast 1. So this has a lot of potential applications. The obvious intended one is, okay, now you reduce the counterblast cost on Crowind, so you get the restand for free, which is super awesome. That's great. It means your 5 attack turns now only cost counterblast 1, and that frees up more counterblast for you to use on the draw effect of this and whatnot. And then in Jet, like, you can now re-examine any grade 3 with like some sort of on place or on attack counterblast cost, because this makes them free. which is super cool. There's like the possibilities with this card in Jet, with that effect, seem like pretty endless. Like it feels like there's a lot you can be doing with this card. A lot of different applications you could get out of this card. It's really, really cool. So despite the fact that Jet doesn't really have a way to access the second effect as far as I can tell, this seems really good for Jet as well. And it's really good for Crowind too. On the Crowind side of things, my one disappointment with this support is that Crowind has a pretty difficult time building, constructing its board each turn, and they didn't really give it any new tools to help on that end, which is a bit disappointing. But it is what it is. Also, this just reinforces Crowind as a boost order deck because it's a grade 2 that gets plus 5k on place and doesn't have any on attack power gain. So it's a really good booster for boost order. So that's really awesome. And then lastly, we have a double rare for Desire Devils for Greedon. My immediate note here is that there's only one Greedon support card here, and Legacy support waves usually coming at these two cards. So I would suspect that they are saving another Greedon card for reveals in Card of the Days. So at the end of the battle that this unit boosted, if it's the first battle of this turn and you have a grade 3 or greater Greedon Vanguard, you stand this unit. So naturally, this is pretty nice because it allows you to use it as a booster and still have it be standing to fulfill the cost of your Greedon restands, which is super nice. Then when it's put into Soul from Rearguard Circle by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Greedon, you choose one of your units. During this turn, it gets power plus 5,000. And then you Soul Blast one. Then you can Soul Blast one other than this card, add back to your hand. Very nice. Very, very, very nice card. Like, this it doesn't seem like super game changing for Greedon, but like, just based on the things I know about Greedon, it's like, yeah, this seems like it would be very nice to have access to. And that's it for today. So next week we don't know what we're getting. The cards that we're getting have been kept secret. I don't know when does the anime start up? Let me check when the anime starts up. Okay, so this stream is January 8th, which is still 2 days before. Yeah, that's still before the anime premieres. So it's not like it's something for the anime. Like it's not like something that we're gonna see in the first episode of the anime, but like it's something relevant to that. I'm very curious what it's going to be. Maybe it's the first of the Mythos reveals. Could be. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see what this ends up being. It is a bit strange that they're keeping it secret. Is apparently something fairly important. There's no yeah, my understanding is there's no Tuesday stream next week because yeah, because that would be on New Year's Eve in Japan because it's a Wednesday stream for them. Right? No, no, no. It's still the same day. It's just like in the evening for them. Um but yeah, but there's no stream next Tuesday from what I'm seeing. But this is the stream for next Thursday. So this is going to be our next batch of reveals for DZ-BT13. Who knows what it is they're keeping secret? We'll find out. With that said, this is Hunter Surge signing off. Have a Merry Christmas!